Ladakh for centuries has played a role of connecting bridge between Central Asia, Tibet, and India. It was because of the trade that there was the exchange of goods, ideas, and beliefs. Leh, the capital region, developed as an important commercial and cultural hub during the past 19th and the early 20th century. Here I'm bringing to you the interesting section on conversational based tour to Central Asian Museum. Today we have with us Mr. Dean Khan, who is the founder member of Central Asian Museum. He and his team, they manages the whole museum, entire museum. He belongs to the one of the trading family. His great grandfather was a trade representative from Central Asia. So the concept of setting up this great museum was to showcase Leh as a important center for the trade. So Ajamli, can you elaborate on this?
Yeah, this concept came from discussion with the different visitors and other things, and importance of Ladakh as a trade center between Central Asia, Tibet, and India. And we wanted to show the importance of Leh and its connection with others and its impact on Ladakhi culture also. And that is why we thought, we will start a museum, and we have got 4 floors in this. The ground floor is consists of Ladakhi art and everything, and second is the Central Asian, third is the Tibet section, and the fourth, the last is the sort of a religious things where we have kept some important religious things there, and people like this idea, and now it is getting a publicity from in India and outside India also.
As we see, there's lots of material around this museum. So Ajamli, it must have took lots of year hard work to collect these materials. So can you please tell us some more about how do you manage to get all these materials?
Yeah, it was quite difficult to find these things, And after the discussion with our team members and I and Mr. Mustafa, who's contributed a lot, and we decided to go around into different families, old families, and try to find out if they have got and they can contribute. And I brought myself some things from my home, and people who are very cooperative and they liked our idea and they contributed a lot. Some we had to buy, no doubt, and rest we got the help from the Leh Mosque. That is the biggest contributor in this, and different families. If I go on naming the families, it will take a long time. But the contribution of the Ladakhi old families is there in this bringing up of this museum. Yeah.
So the contributors are mostly from Leh area, or is it from the outside of Leh as well?
It's mostly in Leh, but there are some when they heard about this museum, and we also went around different villages to find some art objects for this museum. And many people came with some art objects which they had, and they contributed in this. And some we had to buy, and they wanted to sell, and we bought it.
So mostly people were willing to
yeah.
donate also. Yeah. Though Ladakh was never a part of British Empire directly. However, Britishers had made an effort to check the ongoing trade through Ladakh. So we have different pictures here taken by different traders from all over Central Asia. So can you please elaborate on a few pictures, Ajay?
Yeah, we have got some quite interesting pictures. I can show you one which is shows the arrival of the caravan into Leh town. This you can see it. The caravans are loaded, and they are coming it. And here, little bit further, they have to undergo through a excise sort of a check, and they have to pay the tax also.
Okay.
Which that building has no more there. In our childhood, we used to play in that gate, which was the main route of the caravan. And there are few other photographs, hardship and difficult places they have to cross like
Okay.
this, very barren land,
Mhm.
and this mountains, this gorge, you can see how the traders they bring their camels, donkeys, and horses,
Mhm.
and this sort of a very desert area, open area, where you can't see anything else behind and in front of it, and it is with their camels. They are taking a rest on the way.
Okay.
And this are the collection from the different sources. We got it from different people, different for books and other things.
Okay.
And we tried to display this how it used to be. Yeah, this is the map what shows the trade route for Central Asia, and also not only up to Central Asia, but that in India, the traders used to come from Central Asia, and their main trading part in India used to be the Amritsar,
Okay.
where the traders from Amritsar also used to come, and many families are still, their four grandchildren are here who are doing the trade in Ladakh itself.
Okay. So now can we have a look at the first floor?
Yeah, which is the Central
Central
Asia
Asian, yeah.
floor, which
Okay.
we call it, and also this is the Central Asia side floor. We just show you the whole set of the horses here. They are very fond of decorating their house with the carpets and other things, and a lot of big bells they used to put it in that to just so that the people around them, if they lost each other in the desert, they can hear the sound and they can find it, and also keep away from the wildlife also.
Okay.
And these are some things, which the Yakindis we call it in Ladakh. Mostly they are known for Yakindis.
Okay.
They brought it for their with them to Ladakh
Okay.
for different use. And these are some things which they use for sharbat.
Okay.
After when somebody comes to home, they serve with the sharbat.
Okay.
And these are the samovars where they make kahwa tea, which is very famous in Kashmir also. And this is the chabon. They put the water in this and the tea lives in that and little bit soft. And when there's a fire, they put it in the middle of that and it boils. And
it keeps it warm.
It keeps it and boils, and then they go on serving singja, they call it. Singja, yeah, for this. This main purpose of this thing is to make singja.
Okay.
No, nothing else.
So this shoes looks very modern, contemporary. So we can actually revive the old tradition. What do you think, Ajamil sir?
Yeah, it's ladies' shoes, and it was very difficult to find that. But luckily, we got it in a family house, and they donated us these shoes, And same is the case with this chain shoes, and it keeps their feet warm because of it's sort of a waterproof, It's later it doesn't go water inside while they are traveling,
Can we go to the next floor? This is the Tibetan section.
This is when we have kept it made a Tibetan section because Tibet was very connected to Ladakh, and the traditionally and religious point of view, you see a lot of connection.
Okay.
And we were able to find some very good some pieces. These are the things which is used in the Ladakhi families, table, the cups, cup stand, and the lid.
Silver cups.
Yeah, silver cups, and the fireplace where you keep the teapot to keep it warm, and the carpet, this. Where we found from a family which is very old family in a very old, the far villages, and we checked it with a monk, and there is prayer books inside, filled it up, and they were not able to tell. They say, our great grandfathers used to have this in their house,
So it must be around, say, 200.
Yeah, something like that.
years.
Yeah.
Okay.
The way it has been there, I think it looks more than 200 years.
Yes.
So it's a very rare thing.
We will
Yeah.
go to the top floor.
Top floor, which is what religious section we call. The ladies used to sit behind this, and gents in there if there is a meeting for marriage and other things, so that both the party can sit here and advise each other and discuss with each other behind the this screen. That's why you will see in very old houses, not in the modern houses.
This is the religious
Religious section.
section.
And where we try to put some religious books and of all community, And here are some, and mostly they are handwritten sort of religious books, Quran and Buddhist religious book.
Okay.
And these two things we found it in the lay mosque, In one is there is much bigger one. On that, all the prophets' name are, what do you call it? Their lineage and the generation, in that.
Genealogy.
Yeah,
Okay.
those are things.
Okay.
And we don't know
Okay.
who made it and who brought it.
Okay.
We found it in the lay mosque.
Okay. So can you decipher those words, or you cannot?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
But it will take a long time
Okay.
to understand the things.
Okay.
And here are some religious books again, Qurans, which are handwritten Qurans,
Do you
now-
have Bible as well?
Yeah, Bible is one
Okay.
piece is there.
Okay.
And these are nowadays everybody can go and buy it, Quran in the market.
Okay.
Previously, we don't. Very few families used to have Quran
Quran.
at their home,
Okay.
30 volume,
Okay.
and yearly they read a Quran in the house. And for the otherwise, they have to go to the mosque
Mosque.
and borrow it and carry it to the home, then bring it next day to the thing. For that, they have made a box here
Okay.
for keeping this Quran, like this box.
Okay.
In this, all the 30 volumes
Okay.
is put together, and it is easy to carry,
Okay.
and it's not damaged. It's a wooden box, beautifully done,
So the
And-
families were allowed to take the wooden
Yeah.
box and return it
Yeah,
afterwards.
they bring
Okay.
it after finishing it.
Okay.
And here is the one stick we found it in the lay mosque,
Lemons.
and it has got a story on this.
Okay.
This was presented by the Stockton Rinpoche to Shah Hamdan.
Okay.
They met these two saints. They met somewhere in the middle of nowhere, in the desert, and they didn't have anything to exchange, to give a gift.
Okay.
And Stockton Rinpoche, there's no record, written record,
Okay.
but there's coming from generation the story that he presented this stick while he was coming from his monastery,
Okay.
and he was carrying this, and he presented to Shah Hamdan
Okay.
this one.
Okay.
And Shah Hamdan, he was not carrying anything
Anything.
except the Quran.
Okay.
in his pocket,
Okay.
He took it that and he is presented that, and that is still in the Himis monastery.
Okay. The Quran is at
The Quran is there.
Interesting.
That's very interesting, and that keeps these two religious people very
Strongly bound.
bound. Yeah, that's the story of this.
Thank you so much, Ajangle. It was such a wonderful tour to whole of the Central Asian, all the floors we visited. I have learned a lot. I hope all the viewers of Ladakh Literature Festival will also learn many things from this and do visit this museum. Thank you so much, Ajangle.
I will say thank you for visiting this place and recording it, and you are doing a good cause to tell about Ladakh and influence on Ladakh of different cultures, tradition, and religions. And hope for the best
Thank
that we
you
will. I think you enjoyed this tour.
very much.
Okay, thank you for
Thank you so
visiting
much.
this place.
Thank you so much.